Everybody, we are live for Friday Connect for March 1st. So welcome everybody. We're gonna kind of wait to get really started here in a few minutes. We'll just wait for everybody to trickle in. I know there's some other people trying to get into this live, and then we'll get started. But just some quick reminders of things that we do, especially for those who are going to be watching this later on YouTube. We do these things. Right now, we've kind of changed the way we do Friday Connect. We are doing these lives once a month instead of every week now, because we are going to have some exclusive things. For those of you who had been paying attention, we did our 90-day fast track program, which was our real estate business challenge. We're going to be holding quarterly events. Our next event, we'll be rolling out the dates soon. But the next event will be on social media. And so we're also doing those. They're paid events, but they're only $47. Plus you get lifetime access to the replays, which we break up into a course. So for those of you who missed the 90-day fast track program, basically how to launch or relaunch your business, depending if you're new or kind of an agent that's been in the business, we covered everything that you need to do, from lead generation to content creation to goal setting to creating a marketing plan, personal branding to systemizing, growing, everything you need to do to properly scale your real estate business and have the right foundation. So that can still be found on fridayconnect.net, and you could go purchase that and watch the replay. For those of you who want to hear about the social media live workshop that we're going to be having, we'll be releasing that information soon. And then some other information that we have coming out, which is super exciting, is we're going to be starting an exclusive group, an exclusive mastermind group, where we're going to be actually meeting a couple times a week. And it's really exciting, that we're kind of developing. We'll be talking about the launch soon. Hopefully here, maybe sometime in April, we'll be starting. We're getting everything together, all the trainings. Tharmil and I will partner with this like we always do. And she is out of town this week, so that's why you're here with me. And today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know to be able to do an SEO keyword plan. What does that mean? So I'm going to break that down for you as people are trickling in. We'll get started. But really excited about this new path we're taking with Friday Connect. We can actually dive in deeper. We've had a lot of people that have been at other brokerages that say, hey, I'm not ready to come over to EXP, or I'm already at EXP. How do I get to partner with you and be in your group? And for those that can't, we're going to have an exclusive mastermind group, which you'll pretty much get everything and get direct access to us in this group coaching. So we're really excited about that. So be watching out for that. You can stay tuned to fridayconnect.net. That's where all of our events and all of our information, our past lives are all there on our YouTube channel. And I'll be entering all those in the chat as well. But we're going to be able to have a real community and a community discussion section, everything to help each other, really to take our businesses to the next level. And this is going to be open to the entire real estate industry. So not just agents, but we're going to allow everybody to come in for, from real estate agents to mortgage brokers. So we can just really build this great community in the real estate industry. So, all right, so everybody's kind of popping in. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacob Sharman. I am a marketing expert with over 17 years of marketing experience. My specialty is in web design and SEO. And I recently, a little over 3 years ago, became a realtor. I'd been in real estate since 2014, but got my license here in Texas in 2021. And so I have a real estate team. We're pushing 40 agents right now. With agents that are partnering with me at EXP. So I am a global team leader there at EXP Realty and a real estate agent. So I know what you guys need in this market. And I also work with thousands of agents, helping them with their real estate business too. So Tharmil and I, which she's not here, we are the founders of Mift Media, which is a full service marketing agency. So if you need anything help with marketing, such as branding, website design, graphic design, social media, all of those things, we have that as well. And we're also the co-founders of Karuvi Social, which is a social media content platform for real estate agents. And you can go to karuvi.social right now, and I'll put those links there. And if you're watching YouTube, it'll be down in the description below, and you can go get your free access to that. There is a paid version. for as little as $49 a month, but it gives you daily strategy on how to grow your social media and get leads from that. So let's dive into today's topic. I'm going to try to keep this as simple as I can because SEO is actually a very complicated thing, but it doesn't have to be. For those of you who can't, go get a service for somebody doing your SEO and spend $1,000 to $1,500 or more a month to have them help you with that. I'm going to show you things that you can do to start ranking in your local market and actually be able to help you understand those keywords that you're trying to rank for, so it'll help you develop your content even better. So I'm going to show all of those tools. I'm not going to do a PowerPoint or a slideshow like we normally do. I don't want to bore you. I wanted this to kind of be a hands-on workshop today and really talk about all of those things that we need to do. And so when we're first talking about SEO, we need to understand what is SEO, what is keywords, how does this all help the real estate business? And so local SEO, simply put, is people are taking to a search engine like Google, like YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, obviously behind Google being number one. But they're basically taking to Google, they're typing in some keywords or phrases or questions, they're asking Google, and Google spits out this information both paid at the top. Then you have your Google business section with all the Google business profiles. And then down there you have your SERPs, which is your search engine results. And so those are all down there based on how Google thinks that content relates to the search result. So when we go to find a new restaurant, maybe a new hair salon, whatever it is, we take to Google to say restaurants near me and those things. So those keywords help us to rank and for people to find our business, because our clients, our prospective clients, are doing the exact same thing. They're going to Google saying, I want to see homes for sale in Houston under 500,000. I want to see condos for sale in Miami, whatever it is. They're taking to Google first to find the resources available. So we want to rank for those resources. So how do we do that? And we do this with a technique called SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. So we want to optimize all of our content to get found on search engines. So like Google, Bing, Yahoo. Obviously, Google's the largest search engine. But what's a great thing about SEO is that SEO can drive 1,000% more traffic to your website than organic SEO. So you can get more traffic from search engine results than you can from organic social media. And back in the day, before social media was even big, most people spent thousands of dollars a month trying to get their SEO. And I remember when I first got into web design, that was huge. But people, once social media took off, they started putting all their money onto social media and all these other platforms that people forgot about search engine optimization. So it's super important in real estate, because if you're looking to get a gold mine of real estate leads, to have clients coming to you every month with $0 in ad spend, SEO is where you need to be sinking your time and resources. It does take time. So if you think you're going to do this for a week or two and then you're going to rank number one, you're wrong. The average rate of return on your investment, your ROI for SEO, is about 4.7 months. But this is consistently posting several times a week, either to your website, your Google business profile. You're doing things to help increase your online presence and getting good content that provides value to people, so that you are using that pull marketing to allow them to come to you. This is why organic SEO is so big, because the majority of businesses prefer inbound marketing from SEO, their blog, their Google business profile, because these are a higher quality lead that are ready to work with you, because you're not forcing them from an ad or to click here, give me your information, forcing them to work with you. They're able to read your content, see your reviews, and be able to make an informed decision whether to trust you or not. So think about it. We're going to go find a restaurant, and we find Google business profile, which all of you guys should have. You've seen me talk about this a lot. And let's say you're going to find a restaurant and you search Thai restaurants near me. Okay. I love Thai food. That's usually what we're searching for. And so when I go to look at all these Thai restaurants, the first thing I'm clicking on is one, the photos. I want to see, is the place clean? What's the environment like? What's the food look like? Does it look appetizing? Does it look legit to me and the food I'm used to? And then the next thing I'm moving down to is the reviews. I want to see, are people saying the same thing? Do they just have 1 or 2 reviews, or is there 300 5-star reviews? I'm going to go to the restaurant that I think is credible, and then I'm also going to take a look at their menu, their pricing, and then from all that information, I have made a decision that I'm comfortable with to take my money. Your prospective clients are doing the exact same thing, but what's problem is, especially with Google Business Profile, most real estate agents have just claimed their profile, did the initial edit profile setup, and they have never done another thing with it. So there's no information, there's no activity. So that alone will cause Google not to push your profile. It's the same thing with your website. If your website's not regularly being updated, Google's going to think that you're no longer in business, that your content is outdated, so it's not going to push it in the algorithms. So it's just anything we do, whether it's social media, YouTube, everything is ongoing. You have to be consistent and you have to be very diligent in what you're doing. So if you haven't claimed your Google Business Profile, you're missing out, and you just fall into that statistic that 56% of local businesses have not claimed their Google Business Profile, which to me, this is a great statistic because it shows me that there's so much opportunity out there and lower competition. Now, a lot of real estate agents have claimed theirs, but they're not using it. So I've done a whole course on this. I'll drop information below. I do give a promo code for that. I've also done a ton of free videos. So if you don't want to buy the course, I don't care. Go watch all the free videos. We've done some on our Friday Connect. I have some on my personal YouTube channel, Jacob Shireman, and I'll provide those too for you as well. And go check out those videos and figure out, because if you've only done the basic edit profile, you've only done about 10%. And most of you don't even do the full edit profile. You're not adding descriptions to each service. You're not selecting multiple service categories. If you find yourself getting suspended, it's probably because you put an address. Don't put an address in your profile. There's so many different things. You want to make sure your name is consistent. And I've gone through all of those things. I actually just released a video on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com, then / the @ JM Shireman. And on that YouTube channel, I released one on some things that you need to be doing on your Google Business Profile, especially if you're just new starting at it. But you can literally get people calling you directly from your profile as little as 2 months if you're posting every day. You can post to it just like you do social media. So go learn those things. You need to have that as a tool for your Google Business Profile. So we're going to dive in here in a second. I want to start sharing my screen, and I'm going to show you the tools that I use so you can get the concept of how to do some keyword research and just find topics to write on. So the one main takeaway that I want you guys to think about as I'm talking about all this, 9 times out of 10, I give a lot of information, and you probably only need to worry about half of it, okay? Especially if you find yourself, maybe you're a little tech challenged, you don't understand this, it's okay. The point of all this today is that you just start creating content, whether it's blog content, we've done a ton of videos on that, whether it's YouTube content, because that is searchable, go do it. And I want to show you how you can take one YouTube video, one blog, and make it content for all of your platforms. And on top of that, start ranking for those search terms. So a couple of things we need to do before we dive into our keywords is, one, we need to claim things like our Google Business Profile. We need to do a little market analysis. We need to know what our market's like, who our target audience is. It really kind of baffles me when I work with real estate clients and I talk to agents on my team, and they still don't have a target audience. They're like, oh, I just want to work with buyers and sellers. That's such a broad term. And you have to think that if you're trying to rank for something like Houston Realtor or Dallas Realtor or Miami Realtor, you're never going to rank for those things because it's such a high competition keyword. So you need to understand your market. What are your buyers looking for? What are your sellers looking for? Are you targeting VA loans? Are you targeting veterans? Are you targeting first-time home buyers? Are you targeting the Spanish community? You're targeting, the Indian community. What are you targeting? So that way you can figure out how your clients are searching on Google to find properties, okay? And then you need to make sure that your website's optimized. So when we start doing all these keywords, you're going to take this and you're going to start putting that keywords in your content, your titles, your page title, your page description. And same thing with your Google Business Profile. You're going to throw those in there into your updates, your descriptions. your products that I show you how to do. So that's where you're going to go put all of this stuff in. What I want to show you today is how you can start making a spreadsheet and start putting keywords and key terms and how to write content for that, because that is what's going to drive traffic to your website. It's what's going to show Google basically what your website's about, and that people like the content, because the whole point to all the keyword and all this optimization is we need to get them to spend as much time on our website as possible, because if they quickly come there and they're gone in less than 30 seconds, Google thinks, oh, I sent them to this keyword, homes for sale in Katy, Texas, but they obviously didn't find information on that. So I'm not going to push more people to that, or I'm going to be very careful who I push to that. So you want to make sure that they're finding the information, they're engaged on your website. I've done other videos on how to properly put content on your website. I'll show you a couple of demos too that you can go check out, get more information on that. But I really want to spend time today, for the rest of our time, the next 15-20 minutes, going over coming up with keywords, finding out how keywords work, and dive into that. So we're going to do that. So let me share my screen. So give me a second to swap everything over. I'm working with two screens here. And then I'm going to share my screen. So one of the first ways that you can start searching for keywords is with Google. Okay. So if we were to do, another Google tab, okay, I can start typing and searching keywords. So one thing that we need to understand about keywords when we start to see these results is there's different levels of keywords. There's high competition, there's low competition, there's medium competition. And so those are very important to understand. And then we're going to talk about that here. But one of the easiest ways to start finding content is just to start, typing on Google. So we can say homes for sale in Katy, Texas. Okay. If I do that, even as I'm typing, it's giving me other search. Homes for sale in Sugar Land, homes for sale in Richmond, Texas, homes for sale in Cypress, Texas, okay? And then if we scroll down, there's a great section here that says people also ask. So Google is looking at all the questions people are asking. Is it expensive to live in Katy, Texas? Oh my goodness, there's a blog topic. There's a YouTube video topic. The cost, is it expensive to live in Katy, Texas? Everything you need to know about the cost of living in Katy, Texas. There's a topic right there for a video, for reels, for your blog, for keywords for your website as well. Is Katy, Texas a good area to live in? Why are property taxes so high in Katy, Texas? We have Katy and Fort Bend County have high property taxes. So why are our property taxes so high? Where I live in Richmond, Texas, we have our city has the highest property taxes in all of Houston. It's because we're a new neighborhood. All of the money goes to all of the utilities and making sure everything is good to go. And they'll probably eventually come down. But why are those taxes high? So talk about those things in there. Why do people move to Katy, Texas? There's another topic. And what's funny is if you click on one of these, drop down, you see what are there. Now, some of them are not great questions. What are the majority race in Texas? That's obviously not a very good one. What is the best part of Katy, Texas to live? And if I just keep clicking on these, it gives me more and more results. What are the pros and cons of living in Katy, Texas? Is Katy, Texas prone to hurricanes? Is Katy, Texas affordable? Is Katy cheaper than Houston? These are all really good topics for your blog. And if you don't understand keywords after I go through all this today, just find something to write about that people are searching for and just consistently put out content, and you're going to do all right. Not only will this give you content for your blog, but content for your YouTube video, your reels that you can divide them up in, and it also gives you content for your social media. So is Katy, Texas a good place to retire? So use Google for that, and that's a great solution. Now, another thing that you can do is to download a plugin called Keyword Everywhere. Now, this is not a free plugin. They do have a free version, but it really doesn't give you anything. So one thing that is Keywords Everywhere does, it's about $21. They make you pay for the year, but it's 21 bucks, and it should be all you need. And what it's going to do is they have an extension you download for Chrome or Firefox. And what this does is it lets you know the keywords for what you're looking for. So I searched for, let me scroll back up here, homes for sale in KDTX. Okay. So it tells me right away, my SEO difficulty is 71 out of 100, off page difficulty 70, on page difficulty 73. Okay. And then it comes down and gives me keywords that are similar to those that people are asking for. Okay. So homes for Katy, Texas is showing, well, that's not that one, but it's showing what each of these keywords have. So the volume, this is the average search volume for a month, 480 searches. Cheap houses for sale in Katy, Texas, 320. And then it's telling you if you wanted to run an ad for that keyword, how much cost per click. So your cost per click is 50 cents, 47, 63. New homes in Katy, Texas under 200,000 is apparently a popular cost per click because it's a higher one, okay? And then you can see the trending. You could come down here and see people also search for Katy, Texas home for rents. One thing that people shy away from in real estate, and I think it's a mistake, is people shy away from people that are looking to rent. You might not want to do a rental, but you know how many people that I talk to think that buying a home is not in the near future for them? And I put them with a real estate or a loan officer, mortgage agent, and the agent will tell them, oh, you know what? You're less than 6 months out. Oh, you're 3 or 4 months out. That's a client I'm going to have in 6 months to a year. Don't push those people away. Most of them just don't have the education that they might have the interest rate or the credit score to qualify, or they might not need as much down payment as they think. A lot of them still think they need 20%, and that's not true. So don't negate that, because a lot of people in Houston are searching for houses for rent. Look at this. Katy, Texas home for rent, 8,100 searches a month. So if I click this, it's going to research it, and then it's going to give me the search results. So if I look right up here at the top, it gives me my deal. 8,100 searches a month. My competition is 0.39. That's a low competition keyword because most real estate agents don't want to deal with it, but that could be an easy way to get some leads. And you could either refer out the lease. If you have a team, you could refer those to another agent. If you have a buyer's agent that you're working with that does all the home tours for you, this is a lead that you could pass to them. But this is somebody you can work with and see. Maybe they're like a couple months away. They just need to fix a few things, or, you don't discount those people, but that's an easy term to rank for. So, and then what it's going to show again is SEO difficulty for all of these things. So don't do that. So let's talk about these difficulty. SEO difficulty just means how difficult is it to rank for that. So you typically, when you're brand new at SEO, you want to try to have, and they'll call this a bunch of different things like keyword difficulty, search difficulty, SEO difficulty. Basically, what you need to understand is that there's 3 types of keywords. There's low, medium, and high competition. So like Houston Realtor is obviously going to be a high competition because websites like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com are always going to be able to rank for those terms because their website's bigger, their domain authority is higher, so they're always going to rank for those. So we don't want to go after those. We want to go after, when we're brand new, on search terms that are low competition. The reason why is if you're low competition, we're going to talk more about this with YouTube. When you're low competition, you're going to rank right away. So if you're in a small area and you see a lot of low competition, or you're in a big area, start ranking for those, because if this is getting 8,100 searches a month and the competition is not that bad, then guess what? I'm going to immediately start ranking for that term. If I write a couple of blog articles on it and I do my Google Business Profile with that, or I do a couple videos on it, why not rank for that and get those people in, get those leads, and start growing? Because it's just going to help all the other search terms that I'm working with. You can focus on low and medium competition. Don't go after the high competition right away. If you can build your domain authority over the next year with low and medium competition, then you could start going after high competition and probably get them because you did really well with low and medium. So the other thing to think about is it's just like a funnel. You got high competition, low competition at the top, and then you work your way down through the funnel. And this is the way you want to do your keywords. And a lot of your low competition keywords because they come from long tail keywords. This would be more of a long tail keyword. So if I look at these are more kind of long tail keywords. And so if you're using keywords everywhere and you click this, okay, it's going to load this report. Okay, so let's go ahead and load this one for the homes for rent. And I'll show you the difference. So it's going to do all of this searching in the US, and it's going to let you know the difficulty. And we can search and set filters that I only want to see competition max 40. 40. I want to see all these low competition keywords. Katy, Texas homes for sale gets 12,000 searches a month. Easy cost per click. Competition is under 40, so we're doing good, and it's trending 10%. So a lot of people are looking in this area. Townhomes for rent, homes for rent. So I can go through and sort by search volume. So I want a lot of searches. So in real estate, depending on your area, you're going to want, at least, 400 to 500 searches up to 1,000. But even on these 30 searches, you can, if the competition is low or non-existent, you look right here. We can't really write about that, but is a Katy, Texas median income. 30 people are searching for this. But out of those 30 people, you might be able to get a lead instantly from writing one blog article or two. So you can see that if there's no competition, it means practically nobody's putting out content for it. So this is how we go through it. And what we do is you can export this spreadsheet once you've narrowed it down what you want to see competition. If you say, I want to see minimum search volume 500 searches a month, guess what? So now it's going to do it. And now these are the keywords I want to go after. And you can export this to an Excel spreadsheet, a PDF. And then what you do is you keep an Excel spreadsheet of all the search terms with these, keywords, search volume, competition. Those three things I would do. And if you're going to be running Google Ads, this is something that's important. But I would go through all these search terms and find things that I could write on. And then you find your main keyword, but you also might sprinkle in other stuff. So if I'm doing, my main keyword is going to be Katy, Texas homes for sale in my blog article, maybe that's in my title, and I sprinkle this out. I want a few other search terms that support that. So I might say, check out these homes for rent in Katy, Texas. I didn't say, today we're going to talk about Katy, Texas homes for sale. But if you're not ready to buy, maybe you check out these homes in Katy, Texas for rent. And use these variations, okay? And that will support your article and help you get found easier for that stuff, okay? So this is a really great tool. It's the most inexpensive tool I'm going to show you. The cheapest one is like $21 for the year. Go get it. And what's funny is every time you search, if you don't want to get too technical, it's going to show you what people are searching for, okay? So go search. Change up your area. Just make sure whatever you're searching for is hyper local. You're not just searching homes for rent, homes for sale. You're searching homes for sale Houston, homes for sale Katy, homes for sale Miami, homes for sale Doral, Florida, whatever it is. Make sure that there's a local aspect to that so you can see what people are searching for in your area. And then again, this is great content for your YouTube videos, your blogs, and your Google business profile as well, okay? And then another tool that you can use is Ubersuggest. Now, this is something I use even in my company that I do some SEO for some large real estate brokerages, and this is a tool that I use. You can pay $29 a month, and I think they have a lifetime subscription for $299. What's really great about this is you put in your domain name. It will track your domain and trends. It'll show you what you're ranking for, what are some SEO opportunities. It gives you content idea. It gives you keywords idea. You can actually put in your competition. Maybe your competition is always ranking #1. You can put in their URL of their website and see what they're ranking for and see the keyword competitions and start writing content just like them and competing with them. So it gives you a lot of information inside. He has tons of training videos on this platform. Other ones are like SEMrush, but they're like $130 a month. So this is a great, inexpensive, and I think it does a lot more. Like I said, plus I like the one-time lifetime payment. But you can put in here like 3 keyword ideas. So let's say we're going to do homes for sale, uh, homes for sale, Katy, homes for sale, Sugarland. Those are 3 areas here. I can come and say search, and then it's going to give me a bunch of information, and I can do the same thing here and filter, you know, based on those results as well. So this is another great tool to do. Like I said, it'll give you kind of keyword overviews. And what I love though is you can even add keywords that, let's say you're trying to rank for a specific keyword, you can add it into the keyword tracker, and it will monitor and show you when you start to rank for it, if it drops or it increases. So it's a lot of, excuse me, of great information. So look right here. So this tells me homes for sale in Sugarland gets 5,400 searches a month. Okay. If I wanted to do paid ads for this, is actually pretty good. The difficulty is low, but it's, you know, it's a higher difficulty, medium to high, that to write content for, to rank for that. And then it gives you more keyword ideas down here. Now they're not always perfect, but it gives you plenty of ideas. And then 2, you can get content ideas by clicking that. And it's going to take your homes for sale by Houston and show you what other websites are doing. So Tiny Homes for Sale in Houston is getting 9,100 hits. So maybe you do an article on tiny homes in your area and then compare them to maybe some new construction homes. So you can see that's a big thing. Homes for Sale in Houston got 155 search results. But just imagine if you were to get a couple of those traffic views and then they fell in love with your content, you've got it probably a lead, especially if you're doing what I teach in my other videos on how to capture those leads properly. So last thing I want to move on to today, like I said, I wanted to keep this super easy. I wanted to show you how to get some ideas. So if you've watched any of my other videos, I talk about how to really take one thing. Okay, so we had, let's take this over here. Where was that? Katy, Texas homes for rent. So we had this topic. We had the other topics down here too. You know, is Katy, Texas a good place to live? All of those things. So this makes good content, right? So if we come over here to keywords, this is vidIQ. It's another paid tool, but it gives you keywords and daily ideas for your YouTube video. So you can take this YouTube video that you do, you can grab the transcript, because it's now more important than ever that you are saying these keywords in your video, because that's how YouTube is figuring out what your video is about. Not just about your title and description. Now it's more important about what you're saying. And so you need to practice saying those keywords. So if I came to here, and I use this for my YouTube channel for marketing, but I'm going to show you how to use this for real estate. So we keep talking about this Katy, Texas area. So let's say I want to do a YouTube video so I can turn it into a blog. I can upload it to Opus Clip, which I've done videos on how to automatically clip your YouTube videos into smaller videos for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts in under 10 minutes, and AI does it for you. So that way my one video turned into a blog, and I can embed the video on my blog if they don't want to read it, they want to watch it. I can put my article link inside my YouTube video, and now my YouTube video has been clipped into video content for my social media off of one keyword, off of one strategy, and off of one recorded content. So find ways to collapse time frames like that. So when you come in here, I would type something like, we keep talking about Katy, Texas. So in Katy, Texas, is a very popular area to live. People love it. We have award-winning school systems here. So if I typed in living in Katy, Texas, okay, it's going to tell me if this is a good idea or not. So it's a medium competition, or medium overall score. It's low competition, and it has 1,700 search results. But a really popular area inside of the city, Katy, is this area called Cinco Ranch. It's a cluster of neighborhoods and a high school that is the top in the area. And so people literally want to move there. And so if I want to niche down even further locally, look, this is a better keyword. The lower result, slightly the same search volume, but they're telling me, hey, this keyword ranks better. And if I come over here, it's going to give me related keywords. Look, just even putting Cinco Ranch as a word is a good overall deal because it gets 1,800 search. Living in Katy, Texas is showing you very other words that Houston, Texas alone just gets 49,000 searches a month, which is going to be harder to rank for, and you need to niche it down. But try to niche down your areas too. So if you're focused on one area, maybe you have a couple neighborhoods. So for instance, in Houston, if you focus on downtown, there's actually specific areas. There's downtown, there's uptown, midtown, and then you go a little further north, there's the Heights. You have Montrose, which is another segmented area of downtown and uptown or midtown. And so you have all of those areas. And so you want to niche down, especially if you are targeting a specific area. And this all comes back to, before you do any of this, you need to know, what is your niche? What is the homes you're looking to sell? What does your buyer look like? Where exactly do you want to sell? I had this conversation with a client yesterday. She gave me like 20 service areas, and I'm like, that's great. We can't rank for all those at once. So what is the area that if you could sell at home and get a client in today, it's your preferred area? Maybe it's closer to you. Maybe it's a higher dollar point. Maybe they're just easier homes to sell. What is your ideal area? And so we narrowed that down to about 2 areas, and we're going to blast out content on those 2 areas and then slowly incorporate other places as we kind of grow out. And that's how you need to be looking at this. So come here, get what you're going to do. This is a great title for a real estate page, living in Katy, Texas. Instead of going after Houston, maybe you niche down to a smaller area. They're going to know that you're in the Houston area. Your videos are going to come up. But living in Fort Bend County, living in Katy, Texas, living in Sugar Land, Texas, niche down, because you're going to get more results and your videos are not going to get lost in the algorithm or in the search results when they get found. Because remember, when we do search results, our videos go here too, okay? Just like if you go to search for some stuff on my marketing channel, my videos come up, okay? If I type in living in Houston, Texas, you're going to start to see that videos come up over here. Look, here's videos. Here's video. This guy always ranks for living in Houston because he knows how to do his keywords, and he's doing exactly what I'm showing you right there. Pros and cons of living in Houston, Texas. Worst things about living in Houston, Texas. Look, all of that stuff. I hate living in Houston. Is Houston safe to live? Get paid to move to Houston, Texas. Living in Houston, Texas, Reddit. Living in Texas, YouTube. Pros and cons of living in Houston, Texas. So these are how you need to be doing your keyword research. So this is why I'm teaching this, because you can go behind the data that there's enough search results, it's low competition, and you can focus on some articles, some YouTube videos, all of that. Make sure the keywords on your website. So when you get to here, Houston real estate, maybe you say, welcome to living in Houston, Texas. Your Houston real estate experts, okay? And this is a generic demo site that we have that clients use, but featured properties in Houston. Look here, check out the latest properties for sale in the greater Houston area. So on my website content, I'm sprinkling in those keywords, okay? And on top of it, buyer's guide, seller's guide, new listings, and all things Houston in your inbox every week. So all those different things. Look at my blog articles. Houston market update, Houston spotlight, harvest market, dog-friendly places in Houston. This is a highly searched term. Then I'm linking my YouTube videos in here, all of those things. Same thing on the buyer's page, the seller's page. I have communities. So if I do a community, I have all the community pages too. Fort Bend, and then I'm using all the keywords throughout this content. Fort Bend climate, Fort Bend cost of living, Fort Bend average commute time, Fort Bend schools. And then you go through and do the same layout for Houston, Katy, Cinco Ranch, Sugar Land, Missouri City. So hopefully you get the idea is that you keep developing out this content, and you're going to see, if you do this for 6 months, you are going to be surprised at your traffic, especially if you're using Google Analytics to monitor traffic. This will monitor it for you. If I go click here and just see right now that my website, which is actually higher than this, gets 320 organic visits from search results every month. So it's going to keep track of it for you. So go create your keywords, keep them in a spreadsheet. Like I said, keep keyword, your monthly search results and your difficulty, and then figure out based on that what you can write content really quick, using tools like ChatGPT, go dig through my YouTube videos, watch videos on how to make blog articles, YouTube videos, all of those things. And I guarantee you, you're going to rank and start getting clients for free every month with $0 in ad spend. So I hope that information was helpful. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments or in the chat box. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and drop those in the comments below, and I would love to help you. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you are interested in tools like this, I have a Google Business Profile course, which I'll include in the description. You can go to my website, jacobsharman.com. All of my coaching, resources, courses, my YouTube channel, everything I do is on there. And so you can go there and subscribe to our Friday Connect YouTube channel as well. And make sure you hit that notification bell, give our videos likes so you start to see more of this content, and be paying attention to as well all of the events that we have coming up. We're really trying to help real estate agents and give you actionable content like this instead of all these theories, because this is stuff I do every day. Literally, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm hopping on a client call to discuss their website that we're building. This is literally stuff I've been doing for 17 years. So you might hear from other realtors that turn marketers that, this works, this theory works, and it worked for their local market. I'm giving you stuff that's going to work for all of your market and how to customize that. So if you want to get resources like this for free and partner with us at eXp Realty inside the Wolfpack, there's going to be a link. You can go to FridayConnect.net, and there's a partner with us link, and you can book a one-on-one call with us. And there's a link below in the YouTube description as well. So if there's no other questions, I'll go ahead and let you guys go. And I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Be sure to stay tuned and plug in, because we have amazing more content. We're actually taking this all to the next level with our Friday Connect 3.0. I'm very excited for what's to come. And if there's any content you want to see, drop those down in the comments below. We'd love to cover it and help you guys with what you need help on. And stay tuned and watch for our private mastermind group that we're going to be doing for all those who want to be a part of that. And we'll list the costs and everything that you get for that. But it's going to be an amazing group, and don't miss on that. We're going to be launching that hopefully around April sometime, and you'll see us do a big rollout for that. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time.